well, Maria was like, we need a game we can play together. And I'm like, I was like, I have Harem.
Tabletop Sim?
No, not Tabletop
Dude,
Sim.
you should get Tabletop Sim.
I don't know.
No, I'm being serious. It's actually really fun. Literally, it just simulates a tabletop. But it's got so much fucking potential. Like, you can get the Weiss Wars mod and play Weiss Wars on it.
Huh.
This is a disclaimer. We're gonna swear and spoil things. That's probably the fastest disclaimer that we can do. So be aware of that stuff that I just said in literally 2 seconds.
James. That's all we need to add in. Is James at the end of that.
Sure. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Senpai PP Picture Podcast. For those of you who don't know what Picture is, it's a brand of coffee which I just looked over to my right, found this kind of Picture vanilla milk coffee drink. Real brew, by the way, real brew. In case you didn't know. And I'm
like
Jordan.
Dave,
Dave, please. I'll introduce you soon. Just calm down. I'm Jordan, owner of Senpai PP, and well, actually, I am, but also senpai.co.uk and other such sites, like the lesser known impale.me, for those of you who like to be impaled, I guess. And joining me today is Dave.
Hi, guys. Back again. Episode 11. Not going to forget to mention that this time. I am the owner of weebculture.co.uk and co-host to Jordan on senpai.co.uk, as you all probably know and are fed up of being told every single episode. But hey, some people are stupid.
Hey man, we have to have something to our introductions, I guess.
We do.
Yeah, so those are introductions, so I'll let you go for this week's weekly update first, since you're the reason that last week's podcast is dead, which, by the way, Dave now has to fix, and then it'll be up at some point, but who knows when, because Dave's a pleb and his audio fucked up.
Yeah. Apparently, when Audacity froze, the audio stopped recording, however, it kept recording. It just wouldn't accept audio. It's fucking retarded. If it just not recorded and froze completely and then carried on after unfreezing, perfect. But nope, the whole program froze, but it still registered that an incoming connection was there and just carried on with the timeline. I'm like, you're a fucking asshole.
Wow.
So I have to find a 6-minute segment in the podcast that just isn't there, basically, where Jordan, I need to find a big gap. I think, to be fair, it'll be fine. Just sync. And then find the bit where I don't say anything at all.
Oh, you're doing it.
So
don't tell me what to do. It's all on you now.
Yeah, Jordan's not capable of doing.
No, I'm just tired of. I'm not making up for your mistake, Dave. It's your fuck up. You can deal with it.
It's not my fault.
It actually is more your fault than mine, so you have to take responsibility, Dave.
I'm responsible for nothing.
Take responsibility.
No.
Dave would never take responsibility. Remember that, ladies.
Ladies?
Uh-huh.
There's ladies?
Sure.
Where are these ladies?
They're theoretical.
Ah, okay, that actually makes slightly more sense.
Of course. Go ahead with your update, Dave. I guess.
Oh, is it my turn this week?
I did say.
Talk about blowing it on me like that.
I literally said before.
Did you?
Yes.
I'll let you off. Because I'm nice.
No, I said it, and there's literally a recording to prove it. So
damn it.
Just go. Don't try and be like the good guy. Don't try and act like the good guy here, Dave.
So don't try and be like
me. Yep.
No, you're no. I was gonna say James, and then I was like, no, no, Damien, no. It's like, man. It's like, seriously, the fuck. But never mind. Anyway, weekly update. This week's been mad crazy. Literally, like, imagine a raging koala bear on LSD, and it came pretty close to that. I had to like drive fucking so much that I just wanted to like die. And yeah, I know you probably wanted me to die as well. So
Probably.
I can, I can live with that. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy week work wise. So I really didn't get like a time to do anything. I got home one night, back to the hotel, sat down, and promptly passed out for 3 hours. Literally just went and died. That was it. I was just like, my life, just fuck you, and I just, yeah, it was crazy, but it was good. It was expensive but good. I ended up sort of spending most of the time just hunting around on like eBay and stuff to see if there's anything decent around, and I saw one of the sellers on there was based where I was and had like a little shop, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go have a little nose, because they always seem to have quite a lot of stuff. And I went in, and I'm kind of glad, like, I've always held off on ordering any of the figures from them, because they say the Chinese versions, even though their pictures are like perfectly okay, I'd say, like, the figures are just no. No. I mean, I originally thought it was the Chinese version, as in still endorsed by the same company that makes them in Japan, but obviously they just do like maybe a cheaper coating or whatever. Nope, no, that's not the case. They're not affiliated with them at all, and they're shit, to put it lightly. They are, like, they're fucking terrible.
You're gonna call them out, or?
I'm not going to call them out. I mean, I'd suggest to people just to be aware that, this shit does exist. And that, you should probably not buy it. That's basically what I'm...
That's why I don't usually get things on eBay.
Yeah. It was disappointing, because obviously, just, yeah. It was a little bit miffed. But never mind. It's one of those things you learn. So yeah, don't buy Chinese figures. They are not good in any sense. James probably already knows this, and I'm sorry, James, but you made a mistake.
He did.
He did. It was a bad mistake. But hey ho, what can you do? There's not really a lot. But no, I had a little flute around and sort of like I mainly, to be fair, like tried to sort of manage money this month. Obviously with that Olcon coming up in September, I've got that to pay for, and I've got my holiday to pay for, and now apparently I'm going to America, so I need to save up for that.
Wow.
Or I'm convincing Maria to come here instead, because it actually works out cheaper because she can stay at my place, and then it's just flights.
Yeah, that's the same problem that I have with some people I know in America. The fact that they can just stay here, whereas if I went, I would have to find a hotel. It's like, oh.
Yeah, normally due to apartment sizes, but like her dad's quite religious.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So it's it's cool. I mean, either way, I'll still go over, or she'll come here. But But Friday I came home. She posted a calendar to me for Christmas present. Okay, it say Christmas. That was an excuse. She just wanted to send me something, and it got sent out on the 23rd of January, and it got stuck at the US end of customs, like before it even left the country. So it actually only turned up yesterday. So 6 weeks down the line. And it, I was like, fuck's sake.
Wow.
Because originally we didn't think it was going to turn up, but it was probably the coolest present that I've received off anybody, because it was one of those desktop calendars, and it was the SAO GGO arc, and because it's got 2 months per page, she was a bit annoyed because she wanted to put a note on every page, and she only got put 6 notes, and I was like, it's cool, don't worry.
Wow.
But some of them were quite abusive. As much as she likes me, I think one of them called me a faggot. Because
I mean, she has a point.
She doesn't have a point.
She does, actually.
I'm not a faggot. I'm amazing.
Are you disagreeing with the woman? Because I'm pretty sure that is not the way to lead to a happy relationship, according to every woman. Because apparently the woman's always right, Dave. You know equality, right?
Oh, no.
No.
No,
Dave, you're mistaken. The woman's always right, so you actually are a faggot.
She isn't.
She isn't a woman. Oof. Well,
she isn't always right. This is a fact.
No, Dave, you're mistaken. The woman's always right. I don't know if you understand just how anything works.
I understand.
Don't lie.
I do.
What's the square root of 72?
James.
False.
It's
James squared actually equals faggot, so James is a square root of faggot. Excuse you
James
for getting
squared.
that wrong, but please do go on.
I'm sorry, but that is amazing. James, the square root of James equals faggot.
No, James is the square root of faggot.
That is literally the funniest thing I have heard ever.
Okay.
In my entire life.
You're welcome.
And the irony of it is it's 100% true.
I find it very strange that when I'm like not sort of at the top of my game, I'm actually funnier.
Yeah, and then when you're not at the top of your game, you're just a faggot.
That's literally when I said Are you contradicting yourself, because you said when you're not at the top? Did you say when you're not at the top, or when you're not? Because either way,
I am
double
so
negatives,
confused. Man. I am so confused right now that my not head hurts. Like, my head's so confused.
Your not head meaning your other head, or?
No, that would make no sense because my penis doesn't think.
Well, it would hurt. I never said it thought.
This is true. It's debatable.
Anyway, go on.
But yes, anyway, back to this calendar. There were some really nice notes in them, but yeah, for the most part, she was just abusive, mostly to the calendar itself, because it only had 2 months, and she couldn't understand why they did that. She's like, how the fuck can you write anything on here? I'm like, well, to be fair, I don't like anybody, apart from like you, Jordan. Jordan's debatable, Damien, and a few other very nice people. So there's not a lot of like things I need to write on there apart from Olcon or, you know, my own birthday, because let's face it, I'm the only person that celebrates it.
I mean, yeah, it's like, to me, calendars are like, I don't personally get the point. It's like I have a phone, albeit my phone's calendar's annoying as shit because the notifications, I pretty much have to remove the event or have no notifications. Otherwise, when I say, hey phone, stop telling me about this, 5 minutes later, oh, tell me again. I'm not doing snooze. I'm telling it to like, yeah, I get it, dismiss. Comes back again. I'm like, okay, let's turn notifications off. Just leave me alone for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, I get it's this person's birthday, but you don't. I already knew that. I have a decent memory for birthdays.
I keep forgetting Maria's, like, constantly.
Wow.
Without fail.
Worst guy.
I know.
Worst guy EU, as James would say, but he's a faggot, so worst guy 2015. Because you got to go on the year, not the location. I mean,
well, I don't know.
Location.
It was quite funny though. But she forgives me, so it's cool. Well, I think she forgives me.
Who knows?
There could be some debate on that. Not much debate, I'll grant you, but debate all the same. So yeah, but either way, she's not right, and she's annoyed because I've got snow, no snow, and she's got shitloads of snow. It's like -7 degrees over there, and here today it was, I can't remember actually, really sunny, I think is probably the best word for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
I'd rather snow over no snow. I'd rather snow over sun. Fuck the heat.
She was saying that even though it was, like you said, snowy over there, she'd still wear a t-shirt once it got to like 40 Fahrenheit, and I'm like, the fuck? Are you just like insane?
Hey man, I prefer the cold to the heat for the simple reason that it's easier to warm up than it is to cool down.
I just couldn't do it.
Couldn't do what?
Not at like fucking nearly minus, like even 5 degrees, dude. Like,
wait, just 5, not -5, just 5. Do you mean
like 5? Yeah, just like 5 degrees. I have trouble. Like, I have to wear a jumper in 20 degrees.
I think you need to go see a doctor, because I don't think that's how your body should function. If you're feeling like so cold that you need to wear a jumper at 20 degrees.
Well, I wear it. It's probably about 20 degrees in my room.
I mean,
now,
to be
I've got a
perfectly
jumper.
honest, I wear my hoodie just all the time, just goes. But
you just wear clothes every time.
I do. I wear clothes all the fucking time. It's like I don't like being naked. It's like I like to be hugged by this soft fabric. The soft underwear fabric that is what my shirt is made out of course, yeah.
That's...
Back referencing old episodes of the podcast that aren't related. I mean released, my bad.
Yeah, that is... it's dedication, that is.
Of course, you gotta be dedicated. You gotta at least try sometimes.
You don't need to try.
Can't go my whole life being incredibly undevoted to things.
James, stop it. Don't hate me.
Oh no, it's fine.
There's not really anybody else you can call me apart from James, so I will accept punishment.
In
It's
due
cool.
time.
I'm paying for sure you, aren't I?
Well, I mean that's next time I go to London. But you've already agreed to pay for all of my food at Alcon, so
Not necessarily all
yeah,
of
I
it.
know.
But
I'm gonna make sure that the one that you do pay for might as well be all of it. Nah, I'll just get a fucking burger from that place.
You're what place is that?
Oh no, there's like
Or...
no, there's literally like a decent takeout place near. It's basically on the way from the university, and then there's a river, and where we go, we don't cross the river to get to ours. But if you cross the river, there's literally like a takeout place right there. And then it's just like a 5-10 minute walk back to the dorms, and then it's like boom, done.
Ah, fair enough.
So we literally ate there every fucking night because it was the easiest thing to do, and it's not too bad. It's like $5 for a burger or something, and it's a pretty decent burger. So apparently the pizza's really good too.
I find it really hard to find a decent burger place these days. I mean, they're about, but like.
I don't know, because I also don't really feel I know what a good burger should be, but it's better than whatever I would probably have at home, and it's like, oh cool, and that's just like a takeout place. As long as it's not like a fast food, so like McDonald's sort of chain, then usually I find they're pretty decent. I've never had a gourmet burger per se. Like I think Frankie and Benny's do good burgers too. Personally.
Yeah.
Like the ones at the takeout place obviously aren't that great, but they're good enough. They taste good at least.
They taste tasty.
Of course.
Yeah. Man.
Why would you eat there if it didn't taste tasty? Because you're fucking hungry.
Yeah.
And you might die if you don't eat. That's why.
Is...
That's a valid reason, I find.
100% off. But I agree. Like, I think trying to find anywhere good for food is really hard because you have to eat there first to kind of test it, and I suppose eating at a new restaurant is always going to be like a test of stomachs, as it were.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, for example, there's one sort of food person on the YouTube, which is the Jack on the Go show. For those of you who don't know, it's an American thing though, so it doesn't really mean anything to me because I'm never going to go to those places. Except he's based in Tennessee now, and one of my friends I've known for like 4 or 5 years lives in Tennessee. So if I do go to America, I'll probably visit him. So there is a chance at some point, but probably not anytime soon. But basically the way that he would rate things is he'd go there the first time and the score's out of 50. First time he goes there, the max score is 49. But then it's a case of if it's the same again, then it goes up to 50. It's like that's a good way to do it, rather than being like, oh, it's a one-off thing,
Yeah, if he has a shite dinner one day, then you can't. I think it's unfair to judge them by the first meal, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if the first one's amazing, the second one might be shocking.
Plus,
it will depend.
Plus, you also have to judge them off of different dishes. Because it's like, you can't say, oh, man, they do a really fucking good burger, and then you order pizza from them, it's just shit. But it's like, no, this place is really highly rated, but you don't mention what it is. I don't think you should rate them at all. You should say, I got a burger, it's fucking great, it wasn't, not cooked.
Yeah, that's it.
Sort of thing, and it tasted, as it should, and, well, proper nice, mate.
Proper fucking nice, man. Was bang tasty, that.
Yeah.
Am I not allowed to do that?
No, that's fine.
But no,
Your fetishes are your own.
I'm really picky with just stuff in general.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm any different.
Like the food, especially with food, because I'll put it this way: my thing is if it's good enough that I'm literally there eating it and I don't want it to end, that means they've done good food.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you would eat it again, I would hope it's that's a decent way of judging good food. The fact that you would want to eat it again seems like a common way of judging food, really. It's like, would you eat here again? No, but it was good. I wouldn't eat it again.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was good for the novelty,
The novelty.
Like the fucking robot cafe thing in Japan, where it's just naked ladies, or not naked, scantily clad women just flying above you on little aeroplanes attached to ropes, riding on giant, very well lit tanks. We'll go there if we go. If we actually go there together, we'll definitely go. If it's still around, if we can actually get in, because apparently you have to book to go in there now.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that kind of popular, is it?
Yeah, it's apparently really popular. Apparently it's not much, it's you get a bento box 4,000 yen, but you don't really probably go there for the food, you go there for the fact that what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, that's it. You just go in and go, there's lots of naked ladies, or part of naked ladies. To be honest, I think the funniest thing I ever saw was your face when we had to watch that cosplay burlesque at LAGC.
My innocent mind couldn't take it.
They genuinely couldn't. Your confusion about whether or not you should be okay watching this.
No, it wasn't even that. It was I just couldn't. I was like, why is this happening here? I get that it's 18 plus, but I'm I didn't expect this at all. At an anime convention to be all oh, there are women stripteasing or something. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, dressed as the characters. I didn't even recognise any of the characters though.
No, I mean it was
Ivy.
I mean one of them was Cthulhu. I know that much, which was really weird. And apparently, I think one was either Snow White. I think it was, which is what bugged me the most. That wasn't even really anime or characters. Anime and gaming convention. I mean Cthulhu. The game, really bad games called Cthulhu or Cthulhu's a thing, but it's Snow White. What is this? You play Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
I don't know of a Snow White game, so that's as close as I could get. Let's link things together by doing it badly.
I think Kingdom Hearts is probably about the closest you'd get.
Yeah, I think so too. I can't think of any Disney games apart from Mickey Mouse ones from fucking forever ago. And Donald Duck going quackers. Whoa.
Absolutely fast.
Speaking of whoa, DuckTales.
DuckTales is good.
DuckTales is coming back in 2017 apparently.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But let's not talk too much about these Western cartoons.
Yeah.
Considering we're
fuck
actually
shit like
still on your update.
That's true. My update's taken ages just because we've got into an off-topic conversation like normal.
I wouldn't say it's that off topic. I mean,
no, it was pretty on topic, and then
plus we were talking about food, and you were talking about food probably. You probably ate food. I mean, on topic enough, right?
I tend to eat food.
You probably just like stripteased for no reason in your room sometimes.
I do.
You know, connections. Probably
pass
was
the just it's only but it's only to pass the time, man. You understand that, yeah?
Yeah, no, I understand. It's fine.
It's I like a bit of burlesque, but you know, just pass the time, man. Just pass the time. But no, I think that's pretty much it for me. My army order shipped. My whatever it's called. My Absolute Duo CD, they actually managed to source it. I had an email come through saying we're having trouble. We might not be able to get it. And then like 2 days later, I had one going, oh, we've just sent it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So that's been shipped, and so has my Nyan type, which I think should be here soon. I'm expecting it to be here like next week by the time I get home. Unless it's like that one time when I ordered it and it turned up 2 days before the next issue did. Kek.
Top keks.
Top keks.
Donate for top keks.
Love my keks.
Yeah, so I guess we'll move on to mine. For the most, this like, I'm gonna be honest, this week's been like really weird to me, in like just an emotional sense, you know, getting deep down and personal on this podcast.
You like it? You like deep down?
No, it's like most of the people I usually talk to just like haven't been talking for most of the week. Which with Joseph I understand now because it's like his girlfriend's birthday was coming up. And he was like, I'm going to make her a visual novel. And I was like, that's actually pretty fucking cool.
To be fair, I kind of agree with you on that. I've noticed the same thing. Everybody's been... I mean, yourself have been pretty quiet. I admittedly have been reasonably quiet as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like really weird this... And then Joseph was like, I personally haven't spoken to many people. So I can understand with you because at least you've like... been putting all this fucking effort into this like visual novel, which is again fucking awesome, to be honest. It's like I did a fucking picture and got it printed, but he was like, I did a visual, and I was like, oh, you should have told me, I would have like helped out. And I was like, but you wouldn't, because you probably shouldn't, because if it's for your girlfriend's birthday, I don't think you'd want someone else's help.
It's always nicer, like, when you do stuff like that, you do it yourself. Like,
yeah, it's always... Because it's like, it's all well and good being like, I'm going to spend, like, $300 and get you this really fucking... I'm going to buy you an Xbox One, even though no one really wants an Xbox One. But it's, like, always nice when it's, like, actually you put, like, a buttload of fucking time and effort and didn't sleep. Because, especially when it's, like, something cool and it's, like, oh, I did all this work and, like, earned all this money. So I'm gonna just like spend all this money on you and do this.
Yeah, I think just because you have money buying a girlfriend something expensive.
I wanted you to cut out of buying a girlfriend.
I seem to always have these moments where I should just stop after a certain word.
I know, it's just like I always just want to cut you off, just so as it's like that, because that's I don't know, that's humorous, I guess. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Pardon me. But yeah, I mean, like, if you even I think it's a cop out, basically. I think if you genuinely like someone, I take Maria for example. She fucking sat there and wrote loads of little notes and stuff. I know she bought me a calendar, but it wasn't like an expensive thing.
Yeah.
But then she done like the little notes and things on it, and it's little touches like that, you know. I can get that, but like going out and buying somebody like an Xbox, that's like a cop out because it's like. Well, you know, I don't really want to put any effort into getting you a present, so I'm just going to go and spend £300 and buy you something in a box.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even so much like, oh, buying someone something, that's alright if I can cop out. Like, oh, buying people expensive things, fucking, wow, don't put any effort in. It's more a case of, like, the thought of putting the thought into it, rather than being like, you're a girl, right? You like shoes, can buy you some shoes. It's like, that's definitely a fucking cop out, and terrible. Don't do that, please. Unless they really fucking like shoes and you know which ones they would like. Whereas if it's like, oh, I know you like this specific show and you really like, I don't know, you need a new bag or something. It's like, oh, you go to college, you like this show, you need a bag, you're not like really sort of in the closet about you liking this thing, so I'll get you a
Yeah.
bag with this thing on, and it's like, that's good, because then it's like, hey, it's something you needed, and you really like the show, and it's not like you're gonna not use it because you're like, I don't want people to know I like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I understand that a lot of people just straight up don't have the time to like, or the skill even, to like do whatever. Like I probably wouldn't be able to make a visual novel. Probably could if I fucking spent a lot of time looking into it and
really
made it
wanted to
terribly.
and shit.
I could make it look pretty, but other than that, I'd probably be really shit.
Just be so bad.
Yep.
Because Jordan's so bad.
Which is why I draw people things and then get them printed and send it to them. Because I'm like, hey, I can do that. Hopefully. And it would hopefully look decent enough.
I think with that sort of thing, it's nice to be able to put in that kind of effort for someone.
Yeah, I mean, like, for Joseph specifically is, like, the reason... I keep bringing him up because it's, like, a case of he actually did... And he also talked to no one, but he's fucking not slept. Like, actually hasn't. And that's good. And then he was like, oh yeah, she was really fucking, like, so fucking happy about it. I was like, that's good. Fucking happy for you. I would hope so. She was like, I'd be really upset because you put all that time in. And it's just like, I don't really care. Why didn't you buy me some shoes? Fucking, I just wanted some shoes, man.
Or an Xbox One.
I just fucking wanted an Xbox One, man. Why didn't you get me it? No, but it's like, yeah, like I was saying, I haven't like spoken to most people I usually do, and it's like specific people as well. It's like, and then I haven't had as much motivation as I usually do. So I've actually just been buying some stuff and playing some games because I finally beat Conception 2, and then I was like, I feel great, but also kind of bad because I was like, look at all of these happy things. It's like Ellie, because it's like I like what Conception 2 did with their ending, because it's like when you choose each different girl, it's not a case of like, Star Conception Festival is over now and then game ends. It's like after the credits there's like a little bit of an epilogue, and it's like, that's really fucking nice. It's like with Ellie, it's like, hey, we joined this thing that she was a part of, and I wouldn't be able to see her if I wasn't a part of it too, so we're now going around doing shit. And then she's like, you grab them a little tight there, and she's like, nope. She just said nope, and I was like, just said nope. That's the best thing to say.
Yeah.
And she's like, when we get back, I'm gonna flirt with you even more. And I'm like, okay then. And then with Fuko, I was just like, what? Because it was like, yeah, so it's like been 3 years or 3 months or something really weird. No, it was like 3 years. Everyone looked the same after God knows how like long. It was probably more than 3 years. It was like, yeah, we got married and had a kid, and I was like, what? When did? Yeah, I was like, what? I mean, I get that the whole game is essentially you're making children, so really, you shouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, if you think about it, you're not actually making the babies. They're star children. They're magic babies. They're not real babies. It's like
the babies already exist.
It's literally a case of you touch someone and then it's like poop baby. Okay, for those of you who want to know how Conception 2 works in terms of making babies, I actually made a comic strip. It's literally you touch, you got a little... I can't remember how you pronounce it. It's like the little Russian dolls that like have things pop out of them. Like, they have things inside of things inside of things.
Oh, I know what you're about.
Something along those lines. Matryoshka, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But basically it's one of those, and then it's like, baby pops out. It's like, Daddy! It's like, okay.
And you're like...
And then you have to send them off to Independence every now and then you're really sad, because it's like, I'll never see you again. It's like, I realise how a father would feel now. It's like, Father, I respect you even more because I know how you will feel. Not really, though. Not at all. That was a joke, I'm sorry. Other than that, I bought some stuff. I got some Lowbusters card mission extra boosters.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Partially interrupted my dog.
Well, did you say wolf?
Yeah, she was like, woof up.
Well,
brother.
Yeah, but I got some Lowbusters card mission extra boosters. Got 2 of those. Ordered an Nisekoi playmat, a rubber one, because I saw it and I was like, you know what, I kind of want this, and then I got it.
Kind of want it, or you really want it?
I kind of want it. And then, okay, so the bento that I ordered was supposed to be here 3 days ago. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So I emailed them and they were like, I guess it got lost in transit, we'll give you a refund. So I got a refund for it. So that partially makes up for the fact that I bought some stuff. So far can't really recommend that storefront I used, which understandable. At least they gave me a refund, so I can't complain too much. Because if they were like, yeah, it really sucks, bye, then I would be all like, well, fuck you. I mean, how you actually would you prove that you didn't get something?
I think it depends on the delivery. I mean, they can check depending on what they sent to see if it actually arrived.
I was going to say, because you can get it shipped with proof of postage, but like, what if you didn't?
Then you have no. You know, you can't. It's not up to you to prove that you didn't get it. It's up to the post office to prove that they did deliver it.
Yeah, fair enough then. Because if I got it,
I'm pretty sure it's called like good faith receiving or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it is called, but I know when you ship things, they'll be all like, "Hey, do you want proof of postage?" And like, probably would be a good thing to have, you know. Can't think of anything else other than that, really. Like, I watched. What was it I watched? Let me just check. I watched Diabolic Lovers.
You know what?
I don't know why I did.
I tried watching that, and it's one of those animes which I put down.
It's a reverse harem.
Episode. Yeah.
Because my thing is I don't like to drop shows. So I literally just had it playing in the background anyway, but I heard of it, and one of my friends was like, yeah, I like this. And I was like, okay, guess it might be good. And I was like, oh, it's about sure? That's my note on my Hummingbird, just sure. So it's like 3 stars, because like, it looks pretty, I guess, and it's not bad. But it's like, I mean,
you know, I'd give it more of a chance, I suppose, if like I could get my head around it a bit better, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's the reason I like watching things dubbed, because I can like not focus on something and still understand it. Whereas if I watched it, I wouldn't watch it subbed by no means, because it's like I wouldn't probably not want to. I wouldn't even add it to my list because I don't like to drop shows and have them in my dropped list, because I want to keep that empty, because I don't like dropping these indefinitely on hold. Sure, I can live with that, because most of the ones on hold are just like, these shows are subbed and they're kinda long, and I really just don't have that. And one of them's Casexus, which is still fucking airing, so I can't do much about that. One of them's Polar Bear Cafe, which I'm honestly saving, because it's like, I want to watch this every now and again, just because it's like, one of my friends was just grumpy as all hell, and he watched it and was like, this just makes me so fucking happy. I'm like, that says something, because of fucking who he is. Because, like, motherfucker, it's like, Yokai, I don't really know. It's like, I just didn't find it that interesting, but I started it because in the Hummingbird podcast that we were doing before, it was one of the featured shows, which, on that podcast, with the featured shows, it was a case of we each had to watch them before we actually did it.
Yeah.
Sket Dance, I actually really like the first opening, and that's like the main thing. And then after so long, I was like, and then I've still got another 50 episodes of it to watch. I'm like, Bakano, mainly because I was supposed to watch out with someone, and it's like, not. Apparently it's not that great until a bit later on, and I'm like, I feel really tired, I can't keep going, sort of thing. By the way, Anime Limited's re-releasing Bakano on Blu-ray.
Really?
I've literally owned it since before I met James, and I still haven't watched it.
That's James's fault, though.
Oh, no, it's not. It's fine. But yeah, it's like I watched those 2 shows and probably rewatched some stuff. Oh, I also got my 3 signed cards.
Yeah, how? I meant to ask about those. I thought you already had them, but...
Oh no, these are mine now. I got 2 Kuds and a Kuragaya. I showed the Kuragaya one to Omar.
Oh wow.
he was like, I want it. Where can I get it now? Give me now, please, thanks. And I was like, well, I think this one comes in the original Little Busters set. And I was like, oh yeah, they still have them. Here's a link. And I was like, you should go get that and hope for the best. For the pure reason, I'm like, if you do go to Alcon now, you can play with me and Dave.
Yeah, but that was the Japanese deck, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but it's like, you can get inserts and stuff. Also, I should mention, because I have been playing things, my friend John, which is the guy who I said I knew for like 4 or 5 years and lives in Tennessee, he got his computer made like yesterday. Because he was...
Oh, okay.
So he hated me for a while because I made him spend $600 on a bunch of parts. So he's now got an R9 280 and an FX 6300. And I made him get a fucking SSD. And I was like, John, if you get any... He's like, is there anything I can cut down on? I was like, look... He was like, can I like leave out the SSD? Or I'm like, John, no. If you're going to upgrade anything, actually upgrade the SSD. If you want to skimp out on anything, like remove the secondary storage hard drive. And then, like, maybe try and find a shittier GPU. But even then, you're not getting much value if you go any lower than the 280.
Yeah.
So he played Payday 2 with us last night. And I made him get Tabletop Sim. I made Terry get Tabletop Sim. I made Backen get Tabletop Sim. Look, for those of you who don't know, Tabletop Sim is actually really fucking cool. Because it's literally, like, it simulates a tabletop, as it fucking says. But it's great, because it's genuinely one of the things I really want. Just one thing I want is, like, I want to be able to play with all the people I know online in, like, a way that's similar, or simulating the way that we would if we were in person. So we got Uno, we got Vocaloid Uno, so just pictures of Vocaloid on them, because there was no, like, good anime Uno. It was like all really shit ones. It's like, oh, it's only got like Attack on Titan and One Piece and some 2 other shows I don't care about. There was no Naruto, which is a plus, of course. And
always a plus when there's no Naruto.
Of course. As I said to John, Naruto cosplayers are worse than Hitler. Keyword, except Mitchell. Mitch was an exception. Yeah. He was cool.
Yeah, Mitch's one was.
They're all worse than Hitler until further notice. Until I actually get to know them as a person, they're worse. Just because.
That's...
Because they're worse, they're part of, like, what I would consider the worst fan base. It's like, fuck you. It's not.
Yeah, I've always said that, and yeah. I kind of said the same, because Maria's a massive Naruto fan.
Why do you talk to her even?
Well, you know, she's...
Again,
cute,
until further notice, I guess. As I said. Mitch was alright.
Yeah, Mitch is cool.
Yeah, Mitch is cool.
And that's about it.
Hey, it's cool. Fuck it. Fuck everything else.
Yeah. Fuck everything.
Punch him in the face.
Mitch
him in
was
the
cool.
face as soon as he tries to eat.
I still think it was smart. Like, I was kind of grateful, like, as well, that I had somebody to hang out with, because I didn't obviously know.
Wow.
Well, before you come down.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But you know, I didn't have anybody to hang with. But like, neither did he. So he was like, you know, I'll come and chill with you, and I'm like, yeah, all right, sweet, happy days. And yeah, it turned out to be quite good. I was surprised at how many people we had as like a little following. You know, after that.
I was gonna say 3 of us were pretty much predetermined though, so it was like.
What's that?
I said 3 of us were predetermined though, so it was like you, me, and Damien.
Yeah.
But the fact that we found 2 people, or you found 2 people.
I did. I caught one on forums, and like the other one was because of a Cood badge. That still makes me laugh.
I just like my sign cards. It's just,
I think the sign cards are nice. I mean, have you got the link for that? Because I would actually like to have. Yeah, you do.
Nope.
Where do I get it from?
Oh no, actually they didn't have any more left.
Don't tell me stuff like
that. No,
that.
they genuinely don't. Because you can't get a stock of signed cards. It's like
no, I know. Oh, so you actually purchased just the signed card?
Yeah.
I don't care. Give it to me.
Hey, just look on eBay and hope that you get lucky.
So how much did you end up spending on for your signed card?
Do you want me to genuinely tell you how much in total?
Go on then.
$35.
That's actually not bad.
That's actually really good, I think you mean. Considering that's like... Okay, the Nisekoi signed card was like $100.
Was that Seishiro or?
No, Seishiro's $50.
Oh shit.
She's the only one that's like $50. All the others are near $100. Even the worst signed card that is well, I wouldn't say the worst. It's a good card from what I'm aware, considering I bought the regular double rare of it. But like, you know, considering that, and I paid $35 for 3. One of them was a TD signed, so it's actually not like foil, and that's like one of the codes.
Oh, okay. So it's just
yeah, because Japanese TD signs apparently, because I don't think I have a Japanese sign apart from these ones. No, I don't. So I never actually got a TD
no, because I've had trial deck signed ones out of Japanese trial decks before, and they've been foil.
Which ones did you get?
Do you know what? I can't remember.
I just say I don't remember you ever getting any because as far as I was aware, the Shitogi one was the only one you have.
Not Weiss Schwartz. I'm on about my.
Well, I'm on about fucking Weiss Schwartz. Different games vary. Okay. I'm not, but it's like as far as I'm aware, the TD versions of the Japanese ones aren't foil.
Okay,
based off of this one, I think there was a Fairy Tail one. Which one thing I will say, one thing I'm gonna just quickly throw out there. Apparently, a friend of mine is going to open a mango store in Lynn, and if he does, then we're going to do a bit of cross promotion because that'll be fun.
Yeah, if he does, the other day.
If he does, and if his mic's shit, I'm going to ask him to come over, and we'll get him on the podcast at some point to talk about that.
Oh, so we can sit and have like a bit of a natter, like.
Yeah, because I mean, it'd be a good thing, just like someone who's actually like trying to do that. Because that is one thing that personally I want to do, but at the same time, I'm not confident in my ability to run a store.
I'd run the store provided you paid me.
Yeah. I mean,
that's something.
It's like if we both live near enough together, and it's like we both wanted to go into business. I would say, hey, Dave, we should totally like go open up a store somewhere. And then I would be all like, yeah, I'll do that. Because it's like
I think we should. If I win the lottery tonight.
Look, if you win the lottery, then honestly, if you win the lottery, you'd probably move to America.
This is true.
I mean, let's be honest. You always say if I win the lottery, it's like, Dave, there are a lot of other things you would do before that. You'd be like, I would go to America and do it. But what I said was like, yo, you should totally... Because I was just like, hey, I get you want to do a mango store, but you should probably do other things because I'm not sure about how profitable mangoes are. So I was like, hey, you should do Weiss Schwarz cards because, motherfucker, you would get a good...
Oh, what, in regards to like...
If you sell a manga, I'm not sure how much you would get, considering most places already like have to mark it down. Because RRP is like fucking £10 or something on each.
Yeah.
And then it's like, how are you going to make profit? Oh, it's like, we'll sell it for 12, and it's like,
Yeah.
Going above RRP isn't good. I'm not sure how supplies work though, so I can help out with importing supplies. And I was like, hey, if you do, you should totally import some Weiss Schwarz cards because that's like. You could probably get a good profit off of them.
Oh yeah, and I think Weiss Schwarz would be a good one to have.
Yeah, I know, definitely. It's this, especially considering they're coming out with the Japanese one at least for now, but they'll definitely fucking bring it over. The Attack on Titan one.
Yeah, the Attack on Titan.
As much as I don't personally care, and I probably won't get it, that'll fucking sell.
Oh yeah,
that will sell. That is like guaranteed because
I may even buy a booster box just to sell.
To be honest, I actually kind of agree with you there.
You know, even if it means like I still wish we had the money.
Actually, maybe get a booster box and then one set of the trial decks.
Yeah, like one set of 6 of the trial decks.
Because of the fact that like people would probably not have a trial deck and might want to try it out.
And I'd sell the trial deck with 2 packs of boosters if they wanted.
I was gonna say maybe it's like do a thing for it, but
like a double deal, but maybe only do it on like 2 of the trial decks.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't do it on all because not everyone would, considering you'd have to mark up the price a fair decent bit.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, an extra £5, and it's like I don't really want to pay an extra £5 for more cards I don't know if I'm actually going to use. But it's like they're definitely a good thing to have on a storefront, especially if you're going to have like a little chill out area, because then you can actually play. But yeah, it's like that's pretty much my weekly update because I actually can't think of anything else. And we'll talk.
We've actually had a proper discussion.
I know it's like we'll pretty much carry on in the topic area, I guess, because we don't have too much in terms of topics apart from I don't know. We'll just have a little banter.
A little
some little bants, you know.
Little bit of bants, man. fucking you know about
Pro
that
Bants. Donate for
Pro
Bants.
Come get
Little
my
side
Bants.
note, for those of you who don't know what I mean when I say donate, I mean like donate, because like whenever we play Payday 2 with Backen, he's like donate for blank, because Overkill's all like, here are some cool DLC packs, and as much as they release really good actually free content, there's just a lot of paid DLC, like weapon packs, and so it's like donate for RPG, which I did. I got a sick hat, I got a minigun, I got an RPG, and I'm like, this is good enough for me. £4, I was like, sure. I want to get the completely Overkill one, but that's 15, which currently the game's on sale for 5, so I think I'll pass. But you get really sick glowing masks, all the base ones. I was like, oh, that looks really sick.
That's quite a... Wow.
That is quite... Well, the base game's 23, but it's on sale right now for 5.
Yeah, I guess.
Actually, if Maria has a good computer, you should totally get a Payday 2, because trust me, it's good fun.
I know, I played it with you guys.
I know.
It
is,
Payday 2.
like, we got John to play, and I was like, oh yeah, thanks for that, it was actually really fucking fun. I was like, yeah, this is why I told you, PC Gaming Master Race.
PC games are the best. I tried to convince Maria of that.
I can't agree in terms of everything.
I know you
conditional,
can't agree with.
I guess. It's not a case of like, oh, PC game specifically. It's like if it's a game on PC, it probably runs better unless it's a really shitty port, but it's got more potential to run better. But in terms of exclusive titles, I prefer my PS3 and Vita ones, because all those weeb games I can have.
Yeah, I'd love to have all those anime games.
Yeah, PC is incredibly restricted in terms of weeb titles.
Yeah, buy me a...
Buy yourself
PS3.
a fucking Vita, do not. Considering how much you get, I'm surprised you haven't, because you can get one for about £100.
Yeah, I know, but like I've got the other shit.
It's like, I don't know how to put it. The only issue is, with me and my Vita, it's like, hey, this is really cool and all, but the price of games in comparison to any other price I ever pay, like, there are only a few games I'll go and be all like, hey, pay for the basic retail price, like 40, 30 quid. And specifically on Tales games, I'll be like, fuck it, I'll give you 100, I don't care, I want that special edition.
Just give it to me, man.
That is literally how it works for me. Like, on the day after my birthday, I was all like, hey, the Tales of Xillia 2 Collector's Edition's gone up, buy now. Just, I don't care. It doesn't matter if my bank goes overdraft. It won't. I'm good enough with money when it comes to like,
it's like it won't go overdrawn. I don't even care if it does.
It can't go overdrawn, don't worry. But yeah.
Famous last words.
I know. And before the bankruptcy, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, weekly deal, which... It's not the worst. In fact, it's, to me, the show itself is just so mediocre that I can't personally recommend it.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it. I was like, this isn't anything special, but it's not the worst.
It's not amazing.
I know, it's like because it's like there are shows where it's the case of it's so bad you have to watch this, or it's so good you have to watch it. But if it's so just mediocre and just okay, it's like I can't really say, yo, you really should watch this.
Kind of like, you mean like if they'd actually put a little bit more effort in it?
Honestly, if they made it worse, I would probably say go watch it more. It's just I couldn't find myself caring about it. I was just like, I'm only watching this in the sense of like, I don't really have much else to watch.
I don't want to like not be the. I don't want to be that guy that just doesn't watch it.
No, I mean, I know a lot of people who haven't watched it because it apparently gets a bad rap on the fact of all that fan service. But as we've previously established, I don't care.
No, fan service is fine.
If you only want to show for fan service, then go for it. Which is probably the reason why you would recommend it. But I'm actually just gonna let you read this, just the whole thing, because.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to.
No, I just don't care. I'll read the very last sentence because it relates. It's for me essentially.
It's relevant. Yeah, it is relevant to you, to be honest. Ikki Tosen, or Tusen, Great Guardians Complete Collection. The combat continues between teens guided by spirits of ancient warriors in round 3 of the original martial arts marathon. As the dust settles over the Battle of Red Cliffs, the fighters Nanyo and Sato academies form a peaceful alliance. I can never remember how to pronounce this one. Hakufu's, isn't it?
Hakufu.
Hakufu, yeah. Hakufu's ready to make some dough for tournaments, but her stacked reputation keeps the fearless leader up to her chest in trouble. Just when her joy peaks over meeting... See, that always gets me. Just when her joy peaks over meeting a mysterious sister from another mister, a foe Nanyo Academy once creamed returns. That sentence really needs working on.
Wow.
As the conflict comes to a climax, the battle vixens bear blood, betrayal, and... Go watch it and you'll find out.
Yeah, this new series in the Ikitosen franchise reunites the original dub cast. Yay.
Yay. Fan service over.
Yeah, £10 if you really want it, you can totally get that. If you just want to build up your collection, even then, personally, I wouldn't recommend it because it's not like the first in the series, and you would have just like a really incomplete collection.
Yeah.
Unless you already have them, and you're just like, oh, I'm missing this specific one. In which case, then yeah, go for it. Because I mean, you're missing it. Why wouldn't you?
And if you've bought the first one, then you'll probably like the second one.
Yep.
If you don't like the second one, why the fuck did you buy the first one?
That's a good point. Now then, featured anime. I'll go first. Unbreakable Machine Doll. I spoke about it last week, but no one saw. So I guess I can explain it again.
It is.
Part of the reason I went for this is because I knew that there was a small chance Dave might go for it, even though it's one of the three that I was like, hey, I really, really need to just recommend these three, but I can't do it all in one go.
I'm actually kind of glad you said that, because I was going to go for it.
I know, that's why I specifically said I'm going to go first. But basically, it's about a guy who has a doll, and it's like, hey, I can move, and it's in a world with dolls, and they're like, hey, I can move.
It's the perfect one.
It is. Yaya's best Yaya, though.
Finn
Finn.
is what you mean.
Every time. Just cut out there. No, but Scottish Dragon, so watch your dub. Now I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah. I spoke about it last week, so it's all on you as to whether people know more.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It's all on you now.
Why are you
I'm
so
putting
mean?
their fate in your hand. Well, your audio's the one that fucked up. If it weren't for you, we would have been all good.
This...
It's true.
Yeah, I guess. I can...
You know what, Dave? For the thumbnail, I'm literally just going to get these, like, cans of Pocker and take a picture of them, render them out, and put our hair on them. Do you want to be vanilla or regular coffee?
Can I be vanilla?
Okay. That would make sense. You're whiter than me. Budumts. That's the joke.
That was such a poor joke. But I will let...
I'm going to be honest. The vanilla one has a really strong vanilla taste.
Yeah?
Yeah, which is good.
Like vanilla ice cream?
No,
strong?
not vanilla ice cream, actual vanilla.
Okay.
Because vanilla ice cream doesn't actually taste that strongly of vanilla, to be honest.
That depends whether
Yeah, I
you
was
get
going to say,
the
that
ice
does
cream down
depend.
my
But
way.
even like, I think, what was it, Carpador? Something like that?
Cart door.
Something like that.
Carpet door.
No, just carp door, like the fish door.
Yeah.
Fished or, I don't know.
Fish ice cream.
Never again. Your recommended anime, featured anime, etc., etc. Goo.
I'm kind of stuck now.
I know. That's what you get for trying to fucking steal one of the titles I wanted to do.
I didn't want to steal it. I just maybe liked something else you showed me. It's your fault. Note to self: don't introduce Dave to new anime.
I know, it's terrible. You should do that.
Just learn to not be shit. I think.
Hang on, can I just mention one thing real quick?
No, but go on.
The White Schwarz mod for Tabletop Simulator has a Dog Days deck. You can go now.
God. Guys.
Sold.
That's it. Sold. Because I can never own a Dog Days deck.
You can.
So.
I'm sure I've seen it in stock somewhere.
It's the somewhere bit that annoys me.
I'm pretty sure it was on Hobby Search. I'll go look for you while you do yours.
Yes, while I do mine.
Yeah, while you spend all that time thinking about what yours should be.
I think I'm going to go with Heaven's Memo Pad, actually.
We've already done it, I'm pretty sure.
No, I haven't.
No, I mean I have. I'm pretty sure I did when it was thingied.
Poo Poo Sticks. Okay, I'm gonna go with Dusk Maiden of Amnesia then, because that's another one that I kind of really.
You see, you're bringing up fucking all the Anime Online deals, and I can't remember if we've actually done them because I'm pretty sure we have at some point.
No, we didn't.
Okay, then
we only done them.
I'll give you this cheap choice for once. Considering we've already talked about it in a good amount of depth.
Yeah, I haven't really watched anything else this week anyway, so...
I mean, it doesn't matter when you watch it. It's a case of just featuring an anime that you've seen and really liked, didn't want other people to watch.
Yeah, I know, but like it's kind of hard. Like I don't want other people to watch.
I mean, you could have done Angel Beats.
I'm gonna do Angel Beats.
Cool.
Why did I not think of that? I know why. It's because I wanted to do Unbreakable Machine Dolls,
which I wanted to do a week before, and before you even knew that it existed. Rip.
Like, oh my god. I know.
Rip you.
But you know what I'm like? My memory...
Shit.
Hereditary is...
0 out of 10.
It is. It's not even 0 out of 10. Like, 10 doesn't... 10's too high.
No, because 0 out of 10 is fucking 0, you pleb.
Yeah, but it's like minus 10 out of 10.
No.
100. It is. It's so bad. Like,
You're
I may
so bad.
forget who you are eventually.
Oh.
I may think I'm a Womble.
You are.
I don't live in Wimbledon.
Oh.
I know. It'd be great if I did. I'd dress as a Womble and walk across the commons. It would be lost on so many people, though, unless they're about my age or 90.
I know. I remember the Wombles.
Yeah, but you're reasonably cool.
Yeah. Reasonably cool in the sense of like, hey, you watched a show when you were like 6. Good job.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, your past defines you. That's a lie. It doesn't. Don't ever believe that. Please.
It does.
It defines Dave.
Your past.
Dave will always be a pleb. Can't do anything to change the past.
I know. It's a genetics thing.
Yeah.
Basically, because Jordan's gay.
I like women.
That isn't what that is, but okay.
I'm also not happy, so either way. No matter which definition you use, you're wrong.
No, I'm always right, because let's face it.
No, the woman in the relationship's right. No, are you a woman?
Exactly.
Do you actually
Everybody thinks I'm a woman.
So either you're gay or you like men. Oh shit.
What?
Because you're a woman, so you're either gay because you like women or you like men.
I can go with I like women, which makes me gay.
You are gay. That's fine.
That's perfect.
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
It's okay.
We're not homophobes.
There's nothing wrong with being James. No, wait, yes there is.
There's something wrong with being James, there's nothing wrong with being gay, man.
What if you're a gay James?
Well then, you know, it's because you're
just
James.
A normal state of being?
Either way, you're James. So.
Right. So, you got Angel Beats. I got to try and recall some of the information off the show. Mainly specifics like names. I mean, the thing is, with my memory being how it is...
It's Canade.
It's Canada.
No, it's Canade.
I'm just going to call her Tachibana.
No, it's Canade.
It makes more sense.
Canade.
Basically...
Canade.
Oh my god. My memory being terrible, and with all the work I do, and also all the stuff I have to remember, and all the shows I watch during the week, I have a real problem remembering specifics.
I love how you said all the shows I watched in the week, even though you said like not too long ago. It's like the only show I watched.
This week's been a slight exception. I really liked Angel Beats, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't watch it when I first saw it, because...
Didn't watch it when I first saw it. I know what you mean, but the way that people usually use the word "saw it," it's usually like I saw the show. But yeah, go on.
And didn't watch it.
Yeah. I didn't watch it when I watched it, is what some people would understand that as. Some plebs, at least.
I mean, it was a lot more fun. And the story's really good on it as well. Like, I've noticed a lot of the shows that I watched recently, the stories have been a bit, washy. Not that it bothers me too much. I mean, as long as it's entertaining, then it has served its purpose.
Yeah, I mean, I find it weird because a lot of the shows I've been watching recently aren't like the shows I would usually watch. Like I said, I forget if I even said. I've just finished watching Samurai Champloo. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. Oh, man.
I want to start watching that because that's that guy who pretends to be a superhero, isn't
No.
He? Which?
Do you mean?
Yeah, it is.
Do you mean Samurai Flamenco?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Samurai Champloo isn't. They're very different.
Yeah, Samurai.
He break dances, and that's his fighting style. And he break dances and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. That just reminds me of the intro to Kakuri-san.
Oh, okay. This ended. It didn't say it was sold. Okay, I was looking for a Dog Days X Cruiser and came across an eBay one for $1,000, and it said ended. I was like, excuse me.
What?
No, it ended. It didn't. It wasn't bought. It ended.
I'm not surprised.
Fuck, who would pay that much for it? No one. I answer my own question anyway.
Money.
Go on.
Yeah. So basically, in Angel Beats, I don't want to. I don't want to ruin it too much. I won't mention what happens at the end because that.
I mean, you already did last time.
So sad. Did I?
I think so.
Damn it.
You do remember that I said spoilers, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've been a fan of the Angel Beats, My Soul Your Beats song for like a fair while. I kind of heard it like through listening to you know on YouTube you type in a thing and then it gives you like a playlist at the side and you just press like play 50
yeah,
songs.
they give you a mix.
Yeah, I kind of do that and just let it kind of loop.
I was going to say, the way I found out about Bin Mogami Ga, or Good Luck Ga, was because I found it and YouTube recommended and the fucking opening song is so catchy.
That's what happened with Harry.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, I ended up having...
Okay, Dave, done deal. There you go. Lil Akiba has like 12 left.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Yeah, keep going.
But yeah, like, so yeah, basically, like, the Melancholy of Haruhi was after the Angel Beats opening, and that's kind of how I started looking into Haruhi.
20 quid each.
That's not too shabby. It's actually fucking terrible, but...
No, that's good. It's 15 for it regularly, and considering it's out of stock everywhere.
Well, this is true. And
plus their shipping's
well.
like pretty reasonable the last few times I've used them, so...
I'll keep an eye on it for the moment.
Well,
I don't want to spend too much money, to be honest.
You don't like Dog Days enough. Plus, it's on sale right now, so I don't know how long that's... Yeah, it says save 27.
27%.
So that's like
okay,
a $5 actually.
Yeah, give or take, innit? But anyway, so back to Angel Beats. Yep. Basically, this guy ends up at a school, and the school acts as a place for young people who have died, and it's kind of to help them through to the afterlife.
It's purgatory, and it's basically there for people who have regrets.
Yeah.
There.
With an exception, of course, to Otonashi.
No.
Yeah, he had a happy life, if you remember rightly. At the end of it, he regains all his memories of what happened by his death, and he actually died signing his donor card, so that he could save somebody else. That someone else being...
Bill Clinton!
Wow. Yeah, sorry guys, America, we apologise.
We apologise for saving Bill Clinton's life.
Yeah. Bill Clinton's amazing. I know what you're on about.
Oh, you're the one who was apologising.
Clinton for president.
Obama can't stay president forever.
No.
Genuinely.
He can't.
I know, that's what I mean. That's why I said it.
He's only allowed a 4-year term, isn't he, or 2?
What do you mean?
Like
he's been president for more than 4 years, dude.
Oh, it must be 2 4-year terms.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right then. Yeah, because they have the election every 4 years. So like at the end of these 4 years, that's it. He's gone. He can't stay there.
No,
Which
I mean,
think's-
I mean, it's like after I think 2 or 2.5. I don't know how it goes exactly. Like full runs. It's a case of he can get re-elected like a few times, but after so long, you just can't.
Mm.
But yeah,
That's it. Which I think's really stupid because if the people want you, then that kind of makes sense to not like turn around and go, well, you can vote for him, but if he gets elected,
John
we're
for
actually gonna
president
choose the other guy
2012.
anyway. Jordan for 2012.
yeah, time machines and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I
'cause
will
we've developed those.
mature, and then I will go back in time and run for president.
Wow. Okay, you guys are going to be waiting a while.
Listen, guys. I am from the future. I can tell you how to fix your shit. I have a time machine. You should let me be your president. At that point, you should. I can help you run a good country. I will import tea from my country, and it will be just like when your country was founded, and we'll go back to the good old days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we continue with Angel Beats before we
No,
get off?
you can't.
So basically, after he revives Bill Clinton, he doesn't actually revive Bill Clinton.
Some bullshit.
So yeah, it's based in a school. You have two factions. I wouldn't really call the second one a faction. It's just one person. You've got the SSS. It is the SSS, isn't it?
Sure.
The Afterlife Battlefront. And it's run by Yuri, and she's got a load of guys, or kids rather, that have passed and are in purgatory, sort of on her side. The school's populated by what they call NPCs because they look and act like normal students and teachers, but they're not actually real. They're just there to kind of fill in the blank space, which I think's good. Be a bit boring if it was just like them and Angel. Angel being the other girl who has... I kind of didn't understand what was going on to start with, because when they said Angel, the first thing I noticed was the fact that her eyes were like a golden yellow, and that she could spawn shit. But the way she did it was all like databasey, so it was kind of like... I thought she was a program designed to kind of keep things moving, or like effectively she was, an angel, as it were.
Do you not remember what they actually said that she was?
Oh yeah,
Because like that's essentially what they want you to think. So
yeah.
it's not a case of like, in the first place I thought something was up, and so I know they want you to think something's up, so it's fine. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. So I was duped, but it was purposefully duped. And then basically they're fighting Angel because they believe she's trying to get them to pass over. Or as they call it, obliterated, because what they perceive to be the actual case is that they're not there. Then they don't see that they're there because of their past regrets. They're there because they don't want to like die properly, like completely. So they think she's trying to like get them to pass over, which in a way is true. She is trying to, but it turns out that I'm not going to mention nothing. That's it.
okay.
But no,
Wow.
Otonashi ends up working with SSS, and the story progresses, and you find out a lot more. I don't want to ruin it. Angel Beats is really good, so I'm trying to like gloss over like some of the main parts. Kanade is the student council president, it turns out. She gets kicked off because they all decide to like boycott her exams. So this other guy takes over, who is actually like a human soul, as it were, and he turns out to be a bit of a psychopath.
No, he's actually best guy 2015.
He is. And then Otonashi decides to like...
I like how I don't want to spoil anything, but I want to spoil everything.
No, this bit's like,
No,
not
that
too
bit's
bad.
important.
But then, like,
No,
Otonashi,
that bit's really important.
it's not.
Fuck's sake. You're a bad judge of character because you're basically like, it's a guy, it's fine. Doesn't matter, no one cares.
That is kind of.
I know you well enough, David.
That is quite funny. But yeah, I think I'll stop.
Yeah, you will.
There, purely because I he's right. I don't want to ruin too much. I will put it this way. It's however how many episodes long was it again?
13.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
13 and 2 OVAs.
13. Yeah.
Did you
It's
see
only
the
13
OVAs?
episodes long. No.
You should. They're good.
I will have a look.
One of them's just like got a cuteness meter
I need
throughout
to
the whole
watch
show.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Pretty sure it was. No, I think it was an excitement meter. Except one of the characters just yells cute, and then the excitement meter goes like all the way up. That was it. I think one of them. I know that she says cute. Yeah.
we should have a cuteness meter on our podcast.
No. Maybe if we whenever we go to Wildcard and do it there, when there's actually something to say that is cute.
Yeah. That is true.
And if it's anyone but me editing it, because fuck you.
Yeah, that would take a little bit more of.
Unless we actually have someone like taking notes throughout the whole thing. What we need to do is we need to get Damien to stand like slightly off screen, but hold like a little sort of wheel thing and that has an arrow on it, and just move the arrow. Yep.
That'd be hilarious. I think it would work.
Damien's work as a senpai is just doing that.
Yeah, that's it. He's the wheel holder, the wheel of death.
Wheel holder. The wheelman. He's the real wheelman. The real
He's
wheelman.
the real.
Real.
He's the realman.
Real wheelman.
Real wheelman.
Real wheelman.
But yeah, just to kind of like close off Angel Beats. If you like, it's really action packed. Like there's a lot of fight scenes and stuff in it, and they are really quite good. And the storyline is impressive. For, over 13 episodes, it's really. I'm trying to think of the word. It's very deep, and they've managed to cram so much in, and so much backstory to each character that I was really impressed about how much detail they could go into. And
yeah, the one thing that like upsets me with Angel Beats is that it is like they really should have gotten more episodes in my mind. Not saying that they didn't
or
use.
A second.
I'm not saying they didn't use their time well, but like they really should have more. I'm not saying like you should really sort of pan it out a bit more. I mean like add more content, like post stuff. Like just even if it's like an OVA about it and not like a full season like Clan had got. Which is like in terms of key works, to me it's like Little Busters, Angel Beats, everything else. In terms of like order of good to bad, because I didn't care much for Clan, partially because John maybe spoiled it kind of. He was like, "Oh mate, but what happens in this episode number? I'm not going to tell you." But holy shit, it's like, I know I don't know what's going to happen, but I know something is, and just it's like, I'm expecting something to happen, and now I just really don't care. It's like, what? That didn't make you like feel no, not really.
You kind of like it's like offering somebody a bar of like really nice chocolate and then just taking it away from them and walking away.
Not really, but
and then you're like, but okay, whatever.
It's more like telling someone this chocolate is actually going to be the best thing. It takes the element of surprise out. Except chocolate is not the best example because of the fact that you're not really expecting chocolate. You don't really care if chocolate surprises you. Whereas a show, it's like, this show's really surprised me. If it's chocolate, it's like, this chocolate was surprising. Cool, I guess. Continues to eat, not really caring.
Can I finish this?
Yeah, can I just finish this chocolate, please? Thanks.
No, you can't. I just want to say one more thing regarding Angel Beats. When you get to the part with Yui, and you will know which part I'm talking about, all my days, get some fucking tissues.
You see, that in itself is like a spoiler, because it's like, now something sad's going to happen with Yui. Or something like that.
Yeah, but they don't know what, so it's all good.
Look, we literally just said...
It's fine, I had to give them something. We put a spoiler alert.
I know, but it's like,
we
literally just said about how it doesn't matter if you know the specifics, you know something's going to happen, and so you're preparing yourself so it's not going to hit you.
Do not care.
You never care.
I know. No, I don't. I don't genuinely care.
But
Our
yeah,
podcast has made it to America, though.
implying
this.
that the internet allows it to not go to America.
No, like implying that somebody in America actually listens to
I
it,
already knew
apart from
that
Maria.
like forever ago. I know.
Yeah.
I know Americans watched it like on episode -1. So rip.
Yeah, but like all of them.
Well,
Well, not watched it. Listened to it. I can't wait. Do you know what? I genuinely cannot wait to get back home, like from this job. As much as I love this job, not being home in the evenings or like coming to my house at 3 o'clock in the afternoon after I finish work does suck because of all the stuff that's going on at the moment.
what do you mean?
I mean, if once I'm back home, I'll be able to finish off doing my car.
Yeah.
I'll be able to put a lot more time into the podcast, a lot more time into the website, a lot more time into a lot of stuff. And I think that's what's kind of holding me back at the moment from this side. It's like I'm on a catch-22. I can kind of like, I could have kind of had like a really good kind of this, or I could have had like money, more money, and like a job that I've wanted for ages. And I went for the job, and I'm kind of glad that it's not getting extended because I'm missing out on so much stuff.
Part of me, just to ruin everything, wants everything to just fall apart as soon as you finish. No, but really, yeah, I can understand what you mean. It's like on the other hand, just I'm like I would rather sit here and do
job.
things, which is like at the moment the worst because I'm just like I don't feel like doing anything because I'm just so sad right now, man. I cry every time.
See, that's what I can't do. I mean, I've worked for so long now that I couldn't. I don't think I could do this the kind of thing you do and just wake up and like not do anything.
Well, I mean, I don't
day.
literally sit there doing absolutely nothing like in the literal
But you
sense,
know what I mean. Like I used to do that, and it was fun. And then I got to about 19. And
oh no, I never liked it. Like I never
like,
found it fun. I always like questioned why people would do that. Like, dude, you could like actually be doing something meaningful with your time. Like,
yeah,
nah.
like something. That's why I hate sleeping. I think.
Dude, I love sleeping because like when
I know I love going. I love once I'm asleep. I love being asleep.
When
I
I'm
love falling
tired, I
asleep.
like sleep. When I was younger, I didn't because I was like, dude, fucking sleep. Imagine all the other shit I could be doing right now. And now I'm like, dude, sleep.
That's what I'm like at the moment.
I'm not tired. That's like awesome because I'm always fucking tired, and that's why I'm like, Because that's the thing, when I say I don't have motivation or anything, I'm like, I'm just so tired to the point of I can't sleep, but at the same time, I'm too tired to, like, do anything. It's like I just feel drained, and I just don't want to... It's like, oh...
Yeah, I know what you mean. I
hate
personally,
the feeling so much. It's the worst.
I just can't push myself to like do something like that because it's hard to explain. Like,
wait. What do you mean, like, push yourself to do what?
To like not, say for example, if I was in your position, and I had the option, for example, to do
nothing,
what you do.
Or...
Yeah,
do you mean like do nothing, as in like what I'm doing right now, sort of thing? Like this moment, not what I usually do, but at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean,
so, like,
usually I'm actually like working on things.
Yeah, you are quite productive.
I like to be productive
per se,
because it's like I fucking like you gotta do something for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I would not be able to get where I actually want to be if I'm not productive at all. Because what I want to do is make enough to lead the happiest of lives, and actually do what I want, and not really care about like, oh, I can't go out and do shit because I don't care about going out because I'm an antisocial old prick.
Or because I have no money and...
No, I mean in the sense of if I had money, I would still rather not go out because of all the other things I could spend the money on. Like if I can make enough to just like live, like as in his like pay rent, have food, like decent food, I guess. Like maybe every now and then buy some stuff, but get to do what I like doing. Good. I'm done. I'm set. That's it. Fuck it. Fuck everything. I'm good.
That's you sorted then.
Yeah, I would be content because I'm doing what I like. Whereas I'm like, I wouldn't want to like work at some place because like this isn't personally what I enjoy. Hey, I'm getting money, but it's like I'm not really as happy as I would like to be.
Yeah, you don't feel productive because what you're doing isn't anything.
Yeah, it's like that's another
do.
thing, because really I would also, as egotistical as this will make me sound very pretentious, like I would like to affect other people's lives through my work. Like,
that's easy.
I know.
Just make them listen to the podcast.
Yeah, but it's not gonna like
suicide.
It's like, you know how, I don't know about you, I can't say because I'm not you. It's like with all my animus, it's like, oh, this actually like affects my personality, sort of thing. And
how do you mean like affect your personality?
As in, it's like if I watch a show and it's like, oh, this guy is like not a complete piece of shit, and it's like really nice. I'm like, you know what? Before, let me fucking put it this way. This is like ages ago, but I like watched Code Geass, and for some reason I was like, you know what, Lucia's a fucking cool guy. He's like, I am going to become the greater evil, and then just like kill myself off. Spoilers, all day, every day. Just out of fucking nowhere. But if you haven't seen Code Geass by now, it's been out like 8 years, for fuck's sake. And it's one of those shows you have to fucking have seen.
I haven't seen it.
I know, but rip you. There is one spoiler, other than that actually like affects everyone. And I was like, oh, this thing happens. He was like, and I said this other thing happens. Like, you and started hitting me. I was like, oh god, I didn't think that happened. But basically, it's like become the greater evil and all that, and then like to sort of, and then it's like, oh, if I stop existing now that I'm everyone's target of just, I'm the embodiment of all evil. And then if I just disappear, and then if I just disappear, then there will be no evil because I am all the evil, and I just left.
You are
sort of thing.
All evil. You are all evil.
Yeah, but it's like at that point, I don't know how it essentially affected it, but it was like, hey, what I'll do is I will be a complete dickhole to absolutely everyone, and
yes.
then. And that's pretty much the only part that was influenced by that. But it's like... and then like, oh, you see me at my worst, so now everything is just going to go uphill. And I was like, that's actually a really bad way to put it.
That's how it works, isn't it?
No, I mean, it's sure, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you can deal with like the worst of me. We can get along pretty well because like it's not going to get any worse than literally the first time you met me.
Wow, yeah.
But it's also kind of shitty.
You say that.
Oh yeah, but it's not even that. It's, I don't know. It's like it's hard to explain. It's like when you go and see a movie, especially when you're younger. It's like, oh, I'll go see Iron Man. It's like, pew pew pew, I'm Iron Man. But not like that.
And then it.
I don't know how to put it. But it's like,
and then it gets just boring.
That and okay, I figured out a way to put it. The power of friendship. You know, it's like honestly, when I was younger, I was like, I don't really care about friends. Like, who needs friends, right? Fuck them. I can be productive as shit on my own. And then it's like I met some people, and it's like, oh, this is really cool. But it's like when watching certain shows, it's like, it's really fucking cool and nice to have friends like that. And it's like, even now, I wish I had friends like that, because I still don't think I actually have that many that are like that, because of the fact most of it's like, oh, this is like the guy that's been around literally since I was 3. It's like, that's must be a really fucking nice thing to have, like a friend that's been with you since you were fucking 3. Because like I have friends since I was born. Essentially, I just don't talk to them like almost at all anymore.
Right.
So, and it's like you grow apart gradually, but if you had a friend that was like with you, like still to this day since then, odds are that is a good fucking friend. And that is what a childhood friend is in my mind. Not saying like, oh, I knew you when I was a kid, but I never talked to you, you're not my childhood friend anymore, but it's like a good sort of proper childhood friend, I would consider to be that.
Yeah.
But it's like
someone who's been around a lot.
Yeah. Because it's like I have like 1 or 2 people I know in person who I would like actually talk about how I feel to, and then all the rest of my friends are just like, have a good time, fuck around, how's it gone?
And all the rest of your friends are just massive douchebags.
Well, that's essentially what I meant by the latter, but not douchebags, but like just sort of like here to fuck around, not really
they're not like fundamental friends. I know what you're getting at. It's like,
but it's like in terms of shows like influencing people. It's like, for example, for those of you who don't know, and it's probably kind of spoiler in the sense, but it's like with my manga, it's like basically all revolving around connections, like connections with people, because like I found throughout my life that having connections is actually really fucking good, and just like having basically A, friends, B, just knowing people, and like, that sort of thing. And it's around that for like the most part. Just like having a moral behind it that you learn from. And then like that becomes like a part of you. If you get what I mean.
I know what you mean.
That's what I mean by like affecting like people and their personalities and all that sort of thing. Like that's what in the long run, that I would like. Obviously if I want to do it, I need to like make a living off of it. And it's like, I think sure, that's kind of doing it. Like, go on.
The first thing you have to think of, really.
Yeah, it's like it's like, hey, I'm doing this because I want to like affect people, but at the same time, I would like to make money off of it so I can continue to live and do what I like.
I think you have to kind of make
money
you do
kind of have to, unless you have a really good
job
job that takes up very little of your time.
Yeah.
If it pays enough, and then it's like, okay, I have the money, and I just like have 6 days left. Then it's...
that's it.
But other than that, it's like, if you want to do it, then you gotta do it that way, which is like, because a lot of people are like, I'm really like, I don't really want to go out and be like, I'm doing this for the money, I'm doing this all for you guys, which, we are, but at the same time, we have to like make money somehow.
That, and you have to do it for yourself as well, otherwise you're just a...
Because if you're only doing it for someone else, it's like, why... you're
because
not
if you don't get any return off it, naturally you will just decide eventually to not do it.
Yeah. It's like, it's all well and good being like, you should be doing this for us, but it's like, I have to do it for me sometimes.
Yeah.
You can't really call me selfish in the sense of like, I am doing this for you, but I'm also doing it for me. And worst comes to worst, I will do it for me. Just, that's it. If you don't like it, then there are probably a lot of other people who are doing stuff that you might enjoy.
If you don't like it, then you can blow me.
Pretty much. Unless you don't want to do that, in which case you can just like go.
You can just go.
You can just fucking go.
Fucking what, mate?
But yeah, it's like, that's what I mean by influencing people, really. Because
I think this is our topic.
Yeah, more or less, because it's like with shows in general, I know that that's definitely affected me as a person. Yeah. Especially in comparison to some people I like know. And it's like, hey, there's like this whole thing. It's like, I watch a show and it's just changed me and like means something to me in that sort of sense. And then other people are like, fuck it. I like football, maybe. I'm gonna go play football. Fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
That's a really shitty example. I don't know what I'm doing, but...
like...
it is hard to explain.
It's like... to try and do something for someone else, you have to enjoy it at the same time, because otherwise, if you don't enjoy it, you're kind of... You
can't get into it and like feel. You can't really feel it unless you're like in it yourself.
Yeah, that's it. And like you end up resenting that particular person, I think, a little bit, because you feel as though you're having to do it for them rather than wanting to do it for them.
I get it. It depends. It depends on the context of it. Like if you're like saying, like we were on about earlier, making someone a gift, and it's like, oh, I'm doing this for you, which for the most part you kind of are in that sense. But it's like in the sense I'm on about, like if you're a content creator more specifically, it's like I'm doing this for everyone who like watches this, not like one specific person. It's kind of hard to resent everyone because of it, because there are some people who are like genuinely are like, hey, if you're feeling like shit. And you just can't, then like that's cool. You don't have to like take a break, man. It's you're not doing this just for us. This is for you. And if you can't, then just take a break. And then there are the others who are like, fucking, where is my new episode, you piece of shit?
Yeah, exactly. And I think as well, what you tend to find is if you like this podcast, we kind of do this more for us.
Yeah, because we enjoy it.
We enjoy it. But I think if we just did it because we wanted people to listen to it, it would have ended a lot sooner.
It would have also just been a lot more pandering.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like, for example, we talked about ourselves a bit, and if it was just for people to listen to it, we wouldn't talk about ourselves probably at all,
No.
because who would actually want to listen to that?
Yeah,
Probably like
exactly.
2 people, maybe tops, ever
And
in the world.
I think as well, like like I said, you'd end up losing interest because if nobody listened, you'd be like, well, there's no point because nobody's listening to it.
Yeah,
Whereas
to be honest, that
really
is like
care.
one thing that like at the same time, even though I do it because I enjoy it, it's like, oh, I don't know why I bother putting some things that like more so in the past, even though I've been like making shit for like almost since 2008 I made my channel. Since 2010 I've been like actively trying to make stuff, so almost 5 years now I've been like actually trying to do stuff, and I don't have a huge following, but because I enjoy it, I keep going. And it's like there are some things I've done and some things I'm really fucking happy with because I've like met people through doing them, and to me that's enough of a return in itself. It's like, hey, I
like,
do.
For example, Mitch and Omar.
Yeah.
You, like, through the stuff that I done and like coming on AL.
Well,
and stuff like that.
in that specific way, it's not really because of the fact that I joined a call that James told me to go into for Alcon, and then you happened to be there, and then James was like,
What?
"Hey, there's this Dave kid." Honestly,
He's
as much
cool.
as I shit on James is the reason I know literally like almost everyone I talk to currently, except John.
So all your friends are from James.
James is like. I can't remember. James is like a
friend.
gateway.
James is a
gateway.
friend broker. A friend broker.
No.
You go to see James.
No, James
when
is
you
just a
want new
gateway.
friend.
He doesn't actually do things.
He's a gateway.
You walk through him, and then he's just like kind of there, but he like introduces you to all the cool people. Yep. James isn't worse than Hitler. He can have that much.
I don't know. Hitler knew a few cool people.
Do you have any Jewish relatives that might be kind of annoyed with saying that your friend is worse than Hitler?
You're worse than Hitler.
Wow. Rude.
I know. It's bad, but it's so true.
Yep, of course. Literally the worst.
But you know what I mean, like, it's one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
You kind of have
it's like
to,
doing things online actually is quite... Not even like making stuff, but like I met John because he did Let's Plays and commentary type of things, and then he was like, I want to do a commentary on Clanad, and I was like, lol, I'll help, lol, and then like I did, and then we like became friends, which is where it becomes really weird to think of, in the sense of like I met John because I used to watch his stuff.
To watch his stuff.
No, it's like when it's like, oh hey, when you watch something from a content creator, you typically are like, oh, it would be really cool if I could like get to like I would talk with this guy, become friends. But typically
just
you
get to,
don't
like,
feel
their
that
level,
huh?
or like get to their level.
Not even so
Like,
much get to their level, but like convert. Like when you're watching so much of someone's stuff, you begin to think like, oh, I know this guy a little more, And it's like at that point, it's like it would be really cool if we could like actually have like a one-on-one chat sort of thing, like become friends
Like,
maybe.
Do you want to 1v1 me, bro?
Of course, anytime, fucking. I said to James like we literally because that's all me and James would do is just like I'm gonna fucking fight you. I was like James, by the time we get to Alcon, it's just gonna be like both of us fighting all the time. And then I kept being like James, I'll fucking fight you, and he was like, James is a pussy ass bitch, just backs off all the time. I'm like, no, you fucking fight, and he's like,
I hate play fighting though.
Oh, why? I love it
because I'm perfectly peaceful until I'm genuinely like I feel pain, and then I actually just lose my shit. And
it's like I couldn't
asses.
hurt some. It's like I want to. I genuinely kind of want to fight someone, but at the same time I don't because I know I'll hurt them. And it's like I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but I want to hurt you. I want to fight, but I don't want to hurt anyone because it just seems like, to me, it seems like fun. It's like I want to spar with someone, if you will. I want to get a wooden sword and just like spar with people for no reason because it seems like fun, and that's like to me what.
I'd probably do that. I wouldn't bother me so much because I'd be allowed to like smack the shit out of them. But like, say for example, like like I don't know, fucking me and you had a little play fight and shit, and like you ended up getting me in a headlock, and by some pure chance you fucking just elbowed me in the ribs. Like, literally by accident. Like, didn't mean to, we're having a bit of a muck around. I end up just losing my marbles because I'm just like, I fucking instantly go defensive, and then it's like, yeah. So, I mean, I hate fighting in general. I'm not really a violent person, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like, as much as I want to, it's like I won't because of the fact that I don't like want to hurt people, unless they like did something. Like if someone broke into my house, so I feel really horrible because part of me is like I want someone to break into my house just so I can beat the fuck out of them.
I want somebody to come.
I want someone to do something bad just so as I can like beat the crap out of them because it's like you're a bad man. You're a bad man.
Yeah.
I want to hurt you because
I'm allowed to do this. I
won't feel bad about hurting you because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, basically that's like, but that's just it, isn't it? I mean, you.
So I probably wouldn't fight you unless like you did like the shittiest thing. So I would like with most of my friends, to be honest, I'll like just like hit them a bit, not like really sort of hard or anything, just like you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, not like actually just go and fucking.
I wouldn't try and knock one of my friends out, but it's like I'll be like, you fucking piece of shit. Passive aggressive, just like fuck you.
Yeah, just die. I mean, fuck. It's like shit. Nobody likes you. Go away. And you're like,
James. Everything that we just said can be summed up with just James.
Yeah, god damn it, James. Why have you got to be so James?
I know, right?
But it's true, it's kind of. I agree. There's no point in fighting with somebody just for the sake of it because there's just no fucking point.
Yeah, I mean, it's like part of me wants to because it's like it looks like fun, but at the same time I don't want to because of the fact of like injuries.
You're
happen.
you're not actually a malicious person, and the fact that you only have a few friends anyway.
Oh no,
you don't want to like.
I have enough. Okay, in person maybe. That I've actually like physically met because it's like I physically met and like actually really care about. I guess like I've met a lot of people, but I also wouldn't consider a lot of those people friends, even if they consider me.
Just physically don't care about.
No, fuck you, Dave. You're the worst.
I thought you called me Damien, and I was like, right, that is it.
Why? What's wrong with Damien? Damien's cool.
Damien is cool, but calling me Damien is.
We need the days. We need the Daz. The two Daz. The Dada.
The two.
Da da da. Da da.
The Daz. The Daz.
No, it's like with like the first two letters of names are just like horrible to have so many people with the same two. Because there's me, there's Joseph, and there's John. And there are a few other people that are just more specifically those two. But because of the fact that me and Joseph play PC games the most and like play games over Skype, so I talk to him while playing games. When John was playing yesterday, I kept accidentally calling him Joseph. I was like, Joseph, because I've never played Payday 2 with John. But it's like, I've played it so much with Joseph, and it's like...
It becomes natural.
Yeah, and it's just like, for fuck's sake, it's John, it's not Joseph, fuck's sake. Joseph isn't this fucking incompetent at Payday 2. Jesus. But yeah, it's like that. But...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, because honestly, another thing I will say, part of the reason I wanted to make, like, the Senpai forums, and, like, have it also linked in with, like, my Mango, is because of, like, I want to make a place where people can meet people and have the friends. Because
you mean you're going to use it to like make friends of your own?
No, because fuck that. I have enough friends. Fucking.
I don't need friends.
Yeah, because it's like the reason I wanted to have all the sort of systems I did is it's like here's like a little group. You guys can sort of chat among yourselves, or you
guys kind of have your own thing. Give people kind of like the freedom to make their own independent groups and.
Yeah, because it's like that's why I wanted like this. That's why I wanted the little club system. Like, hey, you guys, which would actually be more a case of like, hey, if you want to start a club, send in a little form, and then me and you will have a little chat. It's like not the sort of thing that everyone would have, but it's like actually an independent website that they would make, and then we would give them like a little forum bit, like a little forum chat sort of thing, and that would be the club, and then you could go and join the club, all that bullshit.
No, that would make sense.
Yeah, and it's just like a little thing where people can like connect. It's like, Kiboyaku, the city of bonds. The kitten of bonds, actually, more specifically. Hint, hint. Hint, 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 hint. Hint,
kitten of bondage.
Maybe later. Maybe when someone likes it enough to start making hentai doujins.
When
that day comes, I'm just gonna cry. Me and Joseph have spoken about this in depth. Like, one of these days, if people like read it and like it, one day someone is gonna make a list of their waifu, and at that point, we're just gonna go into like overprotective parent mode and be like, "You fucking what, you little piece of shit! Stay away from our daughter."
Oh dear.
Yep.
It's gonna be a bad day for mankind.
Of course, that's one thing I'm curious about. Like, because of the fact that it's more a case of like people who are already like popular and with their characters, like when people are like, it's my waifu, and the fact that they're not sort of a part of that specific like area of the community. Like, I wonder what they sort of think of it. Like, how they would react. Because it's a case of they're not sort of like, oh yeah, this character was my waifu, and then have also gone off and like made their own thing. It's like, hey, I've made a thing. And it's like, so I probably have...
Now, so then they become biased, basically.
No, it's more... I mean, more so like, hey, I'm not like the sort of person who's all like, waifus all day, every day. But there are people who read my stuff who are doing this sort of thing.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're
like, hasn't been there themselves, but their work is like a part of other people who are like that. I don't know how to put it, but
yeah,
sort of like
no, I sort of understand where you're going with this. Sort of.
It's like, I wonder like how they would like how they feel about sort of like fan work of a case of like, oh, this is my waifu, and I'm gonna make my own thing based with your characters about them just fucking all day every day. It's like, I want to know how they feel about that. It's like,
they probably don't care. I mean,
I know, it's like, I'm not sure if they don't care, if they're like, because honestly, part of me is like, I don't like the fact that you've got these two characters who just like bone like for 30
bone.
pages. But at the same time, I'm kind of honoured at the fact that you took the time out of your day to do this based on my characters.
Yeah, it's like I'm sort of what's the word? I'm sort of flattered, but at the same time, get the fuck off.
It's like, I'm flattered, but at the same time, fuck you.
Yeah, get off my wife.
Well, it's not. It's my daughter because I made her. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Of course.
That much is true, but it's I can see what you mean.
Yeah. I hope so.
Timestamp, because I need to pee.
Well, I mean, we can wrap it up because it's like almost 2 hours, so...
It is, this is true.
Yeah, so, we'll wrap it up here, more or less, because...
Oh, do you know what? We never done featured product.
I know. We missed it, as we should.
Fuck's sake, and I had a good featured product as well.
RIP! It's too late now.
It's not too late. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because it's currently available for pre-order and it's not overly expensive. Wow. It's not too big as well. Wow. Basically, you've seen Data Live, yes?
Yeah.
You know Yoshino?
Yoshino, no, yeah, I know Yoshino.
Yeah, like
not that Yoshino I was referring to, but yeah, I know.
No, but like she is probably one of like the cutest characters. Like, I think it's the bunny ear little like
the bunny hoodie.
Yeah,
a bit like the one from Devil Survivor 2, except that I don't think is, and it's really weird. But I would love that hoodie. Just because of the fact that the ears are super long and like sort of act as a cape type of thing. But coming from the head, so when you run they're like flat behind, it's cool.
I just think she's like stupidly cute. And I
it's
noticed...
the puppet, isn't it?
It is the puppet. She was on a Taku mode as a Nendoroid. And I'm not usually a fan of... Well, I won't say I'm a fan of Nendoroids. I just don't tend to buy them as much. I kind of like substantial size with regards to figures.
Yeah, I mean, the main...
I don't know why.
The main selling point of Nendoroids is the fact that you can like swap the parts out with other Nendoroids. To me, at least.
Yeah. Being that, and that's good because I have a Kirino one and I have a Laura Bodwig one. To which I do kind of swap the parts out on occasionally because it's funny. And anyway, yeah, this one was up at 3,220 yen by Good Smile Company. It's on Army for pre-order. It's on a lot of other places for pre-order, and I thought that was a really good price for. I know it's only like a 2-inch figure or 100mm, so yeah, 2 inches, no. 4-inch. Sorry, yeah, it's the larger one. And I was kind of like, Do you know what? I'm gonna have this because it's so pretty. I think it's the green and the blue, and I'm always a fan of blue.
Green is not a creative color.
I don't care. It just.
I know you don't, but I just wanted to say that, just as
Yeah.
clarification.
It just looks really nice, and she's got a load of poses.
Good smile helps out with that.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of there's a lot of like little extras with her as well. Like they've got 3 different faces, and she's got some other bits with her, and it's fucking. And she comes with the with fucking Yoshinon as well. And she's got a snow rabbit sized version of Zadkiel.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm kind of having this. So I pre-ordered that one. It's still available. It's currently the first in the Bishoujo figures of Army for like people viewing. So I would probably if you pre-order it or plan to, go and do it now, because I think this one's in particular is going to sell out fairly quick. They do have a few of the Data Live ones coming out as Nendoroids at the moment. There's Yoshino and Toka.
Yeah.
And Toka looks nice, but it's too much purple for me.
Yeah. Well, we're going to wrap it up because I just got a text saying that the rice is cooked.
And I need to pee.
It's true. So I'm going to go and have some rice with my recently purchased miso soup.
And this senpai is going to go PP. Oh, did you see what I did there? Did you see?
I did. Well, my miso soup has pork stock.
Nice.
I hope it tastes good.
If it doesn't, you're going to be well upset.
I'm just going to cry myself to sleep tonight if it doesn't. But yeah, so I'm Jordan of Senpai.co.uk, and I'm doing a manga that might be progressing soon. To be fair, we've got like 5 more pages to draft.
Oh, that was pretty good then. So you're getting there.
Yeah, it's not taken 3 months. Actually, it's taken like almost 3 months. Shit.
Almost 3 months.
Because the last one was like 3 to 4 months for chapter 1, and then shit. I was like, oh, we'll get this done in 2, and then like this happened. I'm like,
It's like my life.
It will be done at some point, and then chapter 3 should be better because hopefully we'll have learnt enough to be not so slow.
And you mean not so shit?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm waiting for you to say bye.
Oh yeah, and I am Dave of Senpai PP, co-hosting, and weebculture.co.uk. Thanks for listening to us, episode 11. Episode 10 will be up tomorrow. Fingers crossed if I can finish sorting out this fucking stupid glitch. So from me, goodbye, good night, sayonara, fuck you, go die, love you all.
Hello.
Peace. Like every time.